Hi, everyone. I'm Angel Truesdale, the Social Sciences and Business Librarian. I'm going to show you some of the resources you can use with your inquiry project this semester. Here's your research guide for your business professional development class. At the top here, you'll see some resources for helping you choose your topic, journals and magazine resources down here. There's some top business magazines link here, some of the tutorials and where this tutorial will go, company and industry analysis, citing your sources, and even some career resources we have with the library. For the most of this tutorial, we will focus on Business Source Complete and ABI Inform to help you find resources for your project. Let's look at Business Source Complete first. For Business Source Complete, it's going to open up to the advanced search page. And what I can do is start typing in my topic. So I'm looking at home ownership. And you can see as I start to type that there are several other topics that the database will suggest to me in my list here. So I'm going to do home ownership. And there's also another way that it is listed um, in the database. So I can do it as one word or I can do it as two words. And I'm going to put or in here because I want this or to tell the database that I want either home ownership as two words or I want it as one word in the database and not as both. I do have the word and here because I want to look at home ownership in relation to student loan debt. So I do want to look at student loan debt in relation to home ownership. So I have the and in between these two terms here. So I'm going to look at student loan debt, and you can see there are several other things that I can look at in relation to student loan debt as well. The other kind of what we call Boolean operator or code that I'm going to give the database to tell it what I want it to do is I'm going to put quotation marks around student loan debt because I want that exact phrase to show up in the database because I don't want just the word student loan or debt to show up singularly. I want that phrase, student loan debt, to show up in that order exactly how it's outlined here. The other thing I want to tell the database is over here at the selected field, I want this as a subject term, or I want it as a key author supply keyword. I'm going to do subject term here so we can use more of an umbrella uh, facet here. So I want both of these subject terms, these keywords to be used in the articles, and that tells the database that I want the main subject or the main topic of those articles to be about home ownership and student loan debt. And I want that to be about home ownership either spelled one word or in two different words. All right. At the bottom here, just before research, there are several different things you can do. You can look at publication type right here if you do know that you want to look at certain types of publications, or you can look at document type right here if you, again, know that there are certain publication types or document types that you want to look for. That's just an FYI to know that you can do that before research, but you can also do that filtering after research as well. So I'm going to hit search here. And you can see I get 53 results, which is pretty good, pretty narrow, but pretty good. Down the left-hand side here, you can see I can limit to different things. Never click on full text because we want to make sure that we can get anything that we want here. You can see that I can change the date here if I would like. My results show up in magazines, academic journals, trade publications, and newspapers, and more. I can even look at some of the other subject areas that show up within my topic here. Over to the right-hand side here, I do want to sort my list by relevance. That way it pushes up those subject terms to the top of the list in my subject terms here. So student loan debt for this first article is first here, and home ownership is the third term here. One thing you'll notice is that I do have a get it button here, and that's why we don't want to click on full text. If I clicked on full text, this top article would have disappeared from my results list. And this may be one of the main articles I use in my my topic in my project. So I'm going to click on Get It here and show you what happens when you do that. It'll take you through a process where it will look in our catalog, our online search, and one thing that it might do is it looks at whether or not we have that particular article or that particular resource in our holdings. And it looks like this is an article we only have as a physical article. So what you want to do is request this article via interlibrary loan. Anytime we do not have access with direct access to that article online, you will see this request article via interlibrary loan, and it usually takes about 1 or 2 business days for them to complete that request. Going back to my results list here, I'm going to scroll down just a little bit and show you that there are sometimes you get the Get It button, and it'll take you to a different page, and it will show you that you can get that article full text. Here's the PDF here, and the full text down here on a different website than the database that we were just previously on. I just want to show you on the results list here that we have a number of academic articles in journals. We have a trade publications, and we also have Bloomberg.com. So we do have a news publication. So just know that there's a mix of different things here that you can use. But just know that one of the best ones that you can use are peer-reviewed articles. Over here to the left-hand side, you can see that I have a limiter or a filter for peer-reviewed. If I click on that, my results go from 53 to 11. And one thing that I can do is I can look at this article here, Student Loans and Home Ownership, click on the PDF here, scroll down to their references, and look for additional, oh, here's their references, and look for additional articles that I might be able to use in my projects from their references here. All right, that's Business Source complete. We're going to look at ABI Inform, which is a very similar database, but it does have a little bit more coverage. In ABI Inform, I'm going to be looking at Universal Basic Income or Basic Income. And you can see here, I put Basic Income in quotation marks. Instead of subject here, we're going to do subject heading main subject for my filter as well for ABI Inform. At the bottom, you can see instead of public and publication type, I have source type here and document type. So again, you can do a lot of different filtering before you search, and you can also do that afterward, just like you can in Business Source Complete. So down the left-hand side here, I can sort by relevance again. I, again, do not want to click on full text. I can filter by peer-reviewed, but just look, I have scholarly journals, dissertations and theses, newspapers, magazines, trade journals, and more. I can limit it by the time frame, and even again, we can look at the different subject areas that come up within my particular search. If I look over here, I can get the full text PDF. And again, if I look at peer review articles, I can look at their references to see if there are other articles I might want to use in my project. In ABI Inform, one thing to know is that if you don't see the Get It button, you might see a button that says Find a Copy. When you click on Find a Copy, it will pop up the Get It button, and that will take you to either the full text and PDF copy of that article, or it will take you to a place where you can get the interlibrary loan PDF copy of that. And again, interlibrary loan takes about 1 to 2 business days. If you have any questions, make sure that you ask me through email or GChat or any other means that you feel like would be helpful for you. I'm here to help you with your projects in this class and any future classes. Have a good one.